Hi there. You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. This is the way.
Hi there. It's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay. Let's get on with the show.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Wait, no, that's not how I start these things. How do I start these things again? Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Today is, I don't know. I'm so distracted. Today is September 12th, 2023. This is episode 144, I think, of Pop Culture Warrior. Wow, where does the time go? I am CQ. I'm your Pop Culture Warrior, and joining us tonight, he's no stranger to the show. He's the original Kidult. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to Angry Elf. Hey. Hello there. I totally got distracted because I was fiddling with my devices because somebody decided not to turn on. Come on, join the party. Oh, there he goes. Wrong color, but that's close enough. There we go. Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. This is, here we go. That's much better. That looks much better. Okay. Back to where we were. Wouldn't be a show without technical difficulties, would it? I already got people in the chat. Sports Bar said, you know what else went pop? Aaron Rodgers' Achilles tendon. Oh, that's right, it did. Hey, guys. Yeah, it was like 3 plays, 3 snaps, and then, well, 4 snaps if you count his Achilles tendon. Boom. So anybody that knows me knows that I'm a fan of dark humor. And also, I think you've been muted this whole time. My bad.
Me?
Me? Yeah.
Oh.
I had you muted.
Oh my
My
God.
bad. Yeah. Cute. See me playing with buttons got me all distracted.
Oh.
So I'm a fan of dark humor, and buckle up, ladies. I need like a trigger warning because I had 2 dropped on me, and I was like, ooh, that's some dark humor.
Yeah.
The first one was, I'm a diehard Giants fan. I know. Say what you will. They were
boys in blue.
obliterated. They were obliterated on national primetime TV. They were embarrassed. I've heard
By
it
the
all.
cowgirls. By the
But
cowgirls of all.
I've heard it all. Yeah, go bring it in the comments. Feel free. Bring it. There's nothing you can say that I haven't heard already. But my favorite comment, and this one cuts deep, is I forget exactly how it was, but basically it looks like 9/10 will also be a day New York never forgets. And I was like, whoo.
Oh God.
I was like, that's fire, man. That's super dark. Then the Jets play on Monday night on 9/11. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, we're not a sports show, but his thing. And I shit you not, I'm scrolling through, the dark corners of the web, and somebody tweeted or X'd, I guess. He said, "Damn, this is the worst thing to happen to New York on 9/11." And I was just like, "Yeah, man, that's dark. That's somebody who's like, you know what? Pile of gasoline. Here's a match. Let's see.
Ooh, yeah.
I should have had the sound effects prepped. The emotional damage. I should have the sound effects prepped. Oh man. But dude, I was just like, man, good on you, man. If you gotta have the you gotta have the whew. I don't know.
Yeah.
These sound effects will work. I don't know. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but
I didn't hear.
yeah, no, you're never gonna hear anything. It was a sad
I
trombone. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been on the road a bit. I've been distracted a bit. I've been bouncing around a bit. I've been laying down plans for things that are coming for a bit. And then with all the other spare time, I've been playing Starfield. And so I didn't really prep a show today. I didn't really. I was like, I could prep my show, or I could put in 2 more hours of Starfield.
So I'm not playing Starfield, but give it 5 weeks. That's going to be me playing Spider-Man.
There you go. I do have a couple things though. I have a couple things before we dive into it. And I will say that since we don't have a guest tonight, and I don't really have a plan, I will open the phone lines. So
Here
anybody
we go.
anybody out there can call in. I'll put up the number here in a bit once we get through the first little dialogue. And then we can talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about.
You want to take bets on who the first call is going to be?
I do not. I do not. I'm based on my fantasy football, I am terrible at making predictions. So yes. So he says, did Mad Mike have the drizzles tonight? No. Mad Mike is, our thoughts and prayers are with him. He's at the VA currently, about to undergo a sleep study.
With the VA.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not pretty, man. It ain't pretty, but you make do with what you got.
I mean, he's gonna come out looking like this, like things, come out looking like this, like things.
well, I got a replay. There he goes. Yeah. God bless him. God bless him. We only have your ear in the shot, by the way. Just an ear.
I had to put stuff back up. My props, I had to put them back. Sorry.
Yes. So quick hi to everybody that's watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Heath, I see you, bud. Scott, we're going to talk about how great Starfield is tonight. I beat you to it, but yes, we are. Jeremy says he's present. God bless, man. Mikey Severson and Pete Barlow. Yeah, Pete Barlow knows me very well. He knows me very, very well. Too well, in fact. Scott, what's up? Oh, yeah, I said hi to you. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm in a rather generous mood tonight. And you guys know what that means when I'm in a good mood, when I'm in a generous mood. I don't have a... There we go.
Are we talking in a generous mood? Are we talking about above the pants or below the pants?
I'm in the below the pants kind of.
Oh,
I'm in the pants off kind of good mood, generous mood.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah. Let's do a giveaway tonight. At some point, I'm not going to say when. At some point, we're going to do a watcher giveaway, meaning just you watchers and also the Patreons, because God bless them, they keep us afloat.
Yes.
Will be entered into the giveaway. So probably do it maybe close to the break. We'll do either just before or just after, depending on how things are shaping up. But I'm in a good mood. One of the reasons I'm in a good mood tonight. I've been posting clips on TikTok. Right? Because you got to do that. You got to stay relevant in the social medias. I've been posting clips on TikTok and Twitter or X and Instagram and all over the place. And we get a fair share amount of views for a small little platform, sure. One of my videos has crossed 100,000 views. One of my 1-minute clips. I believe it's the clip where I was talking to comedian Brad Williams about how he humped John Stamos' leg. And it has eclipsed 100,000 views. It is at, I think, last I checked, 102.3 and counting. So I'm excited. And so I want to do a giveaway.
As you should be.
Yeah.
As you should be.
I want to share the wealth, which let's be clear, I get nothing from it hitting 100K. I don't want it to come off as like, oh, I got this big bonus, so I'll share that with you. Nope. You know what I get for it hitting 100K? The same thing I get for another video hitting 5. Same result.
Don't you get a pat on the back? Oh, what does Angry Cop say? The coveted the
POB.
POB, yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna give me a
Good
POB, that's about as what the boss Ice called me up today.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're doing good, kid." I'm like, all right, man. Woo! For 100K, Brad should hump your leg. Yes, I would be down with that. So we're gonna open up the phone lines soon. Stand by for the phone number. Giveaway at some point tonight. One thing before we open up the phone lines, I just wanted to talk about, and I'm only going to talk about it because I said I was going to talk about it, and that is I made a post across all social media this weekend. I went to Baltimore Comic-Con, and you've been with me. We do conventions. I
Yeah.
do conventions. It's a lot of the same. Walk around, check out what the vendors have.
Yeah.
Do interviews, meet with people, network, all that stuff. Done it a million times. And there's nothing wrong with Baltimore Comic-Con. I want to start out with there's nothing wrong with Baltimore Comic-Con. It's actually a decent showcase. Of all the conventions I've been to, it's the most Comic-Con, if that makes sense, in that
Right.
it's the heart and soul of it were comics. Now, I don't know, because this was the first year I went to Baltimore Comic-Con. I've never been there before. This is my first time.
Right.
I don't know if that's the way it usually is, or is this a reaction to the Hollywood strike and they couldn't
Right.
get entertainment guests? Because there was only like 4 or 5 entertainment guests. The one big one was the kid that played Neville in Harry Potter. So like not even in the top 3. He was like 5th, 6th highest in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The little dorky kid that turned out to be a hunk when he grew up and got all swole. So he was there. Then you had like one chick who was like the first ever female Star Trooper, or clone trooper, or whatever the fuck it was. And Stormtrooper. Why did I say Star Trooper? Stormtrooper. I've been playing too much Starfield, man. Forgive me. She was the first female Stormtrooper. She's been in a bunch of the projects, but again, not as really a face, but more as a background character. And then there were like 2
Right.
other voice actors, and then a wrestler from AEW. Like that was their big guests. So it was low key in that aspect. But if you're a comic fan, they had some. Brian Michael Bendis was there. Garth Ennis, the creator of The Boys and Preacher, he was
Yeah.
there. Chris Claremont, legend of X-Men, was there. Scott Snyder. Like there was huge names in the comic book industry. So if you're that kind of a fan, that's why I said it was the most
Yeah.
Comic-Con I've ever been to. There were lines, bro. Like to line up to Chris Claremont, for
bet.
those who don't know, has been like writing for comics for like 50 years. He was one of
Yeah.
the pivotal guys behind X-Men, the Rise of X-Men. His line was like 400 people long. It was ridiculous. Garth Ennis, ridiculous line. Scott Snyder, ridiculous line. Brian Michael Bendis, ridiculous line. Frank Cho, like just a bunch of great guests.
God,
Now-
I should have gone. Could have pulled
I
out
sh-
that X-Men #1 and gotten it signed.
Oof. Oh yeah, there was opportunity. It was big space, lots of there. I mean, man, they had some of like the because you can see in
Yeah.
your background you like the little statuettes and things. Like
Yeah.
they had statuettes that I like. They are basically mini statues. Like
Yeah.
like they are as little shorter than me. Like these were like 4 foot, 4.5, 5 foot tall. Like it was like the Sentinel and had all the X-Men like hanging off him and ripping out the pieces and stuff. Like
Nice.
gorgeous stuff. Really cool. Like Terminator heads with the glowing eyes and like right.
Busts. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Life size kind of to
The
scale.
stuff that you see on was it Sideshow? They go for
Yes, a
like
lot of
$2,000.
like sideshow
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So there was a lot of cool stuff there, like the Supernatural car, and a lot of cool stuff. I say all that to say this, and if you've seen the picture that I posted on social media,
Yep. I saw it.
I look miserable, I guess is the way to put
Yeah,
it.
you do.
I look miserable, and I can only contribute it to the energy was off. I don't know if it's a product of the Hollywood strike. I don't know if it's a product
Yeah.
of like that's just the Baltimore experience, the Baltimore Comic-Con experience. I don't know if it's a product of because I went on Saturday. It's not like you sometimes you go on like a Thursday or
shit.
Sunday. Saturday's your
Yeah.
high point. That's your crazy point of a show. And it was just flat. Like, don't get me wrong, people were happy, people shopping, walking around, standing in line, excited, whatever. But there wasn't this buzz that you traditionally get at Comic Con. There's people walking in cosplay, like all the elements were there. All
It was
the
like a
elements were
Twilight
there.
Zone episode.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. It was weird. I couldn't put my finger on it. Nemo, who's usually our guy in the sky, our my cameraman, our social media guru, he's recovering from an incident, and so he didn't go with me. I had another guy, God bless him, Jake. Jake from State Farm was with me, and no, and he was a trooper. He hung in there, but he was picking it up. Like he's like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know, man. I was even talking to staff at the convention going like, hey, what's up? What's with the energy? And they're like, yeah, it's been just people are just kind of, I don't even just walking into a Comic-Con, there's this buzz and
Yeah.
excitement. People just walking in like they're going in to the bathroom. Like it was just this sense of I don't know, man. Like somebody just
Mundane
sucked,
routine.
yeah, like
that
somebody
gets-
just sucked all the energy out of the room.
That sucks.
But again, I don't want to knock Baltimore. It was a good show. There was nothing like there was me and Jake were joking like the food court was on point. They had some decent food. Vendors were on point. I mean, yeah, the entertainment guests left something to be desired, but I get it, Hollywood strike and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the comic guests were out. There was no they spread things out very nicely, so there wasn't this like you had pockets of big groups, but they were spread out nicely, so you could still get around. But yeah, all that to say that like it just that I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird experience, and I'm hoping that this isn't like the early warning of things to come. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
hoping this isn't this like decline of Comic Cons because we've seen it in a lot of other industries. E3 has been canceled. What's the other one? Shoot, the other one. There's a bunch of big conventions that have been
Yeah.
canceled. It's
Well,
it's concerning, man.
is it also potentially the fact that like San Diego has become the big thing and now everybody puts a lot of stock into San Diego, and once San Diego's done with, it's kind of like everything it's down, the downward climb.
Yeah. It could be. Great points by Keith here. He said some shows are just boring. The wife was at an anime show in South Carolina this weekend, and she lost money on the weekend. She sells things out there, so she lost money. She said 5 people. He said 5 people showed up to the booth that week. That's rough.
Ooh,
Shows are
yes.
generally not like they used to be. People are broke and can't spend money. That's another point.
That's
right?
another
The
point, yeah.
inflation and it's man hard to make a buck go farther. So I get that. He says Anime Suri and Comic Palooza in Houston didn't have the same buzz it did in the past, and they cost so much to get in. Also, the convention market is getting saturated. All those are
True.
really, really valid points. Jeremy says, "Bring in a raptor or two; things will liven up." That is true. Sports bar, kind of hard to put your finger on what's missing. Kind of hard to put my finger on it. Yes. Scott says it's probably just you'd rather be home playing Starfield. Yep, that could be part of it. That could be part of it. Yep, true. Yeah, man. It's I don't know. It was weird. And so we were just talking before we went on air. We're going to New York Comic Con, man. We're doing it.
Yep.
And we're this is like a full-on invasion. We're doing like the Normandy D-Day invasion. WTF Nation is pushing hard on New York Comic Con this year. And I'm worried now. I'm legitimately concerned. This is going to be the biggest effort I've put into any convention in 15 years of going to conventions. More than that, because There was a gap while I was in the military. I was doing this military thing. I was kind of in the desert for a while, so there's a little gap. But
Oh,
since being back, 15 years of going to conventions, we are going up Thursday night. We're part of the press. There's a press and professional networking event. We'll be part of that. We'll be there Friday. We'll be there Saturday. We'll be there Sunday. We've already got spots for panels. We're already going to be, I learned something new. Check this out, right? Because I'm always learning. I'm always learning.
yeah.
So I've done interviews a million times. Do you know what it's called when, and you've seen it a million times, but you've never thought about what it's called? When you see the people walking the red carpets and they're doing the interviews right there with like the backdrop, like, oh, take a picture. Okay, tell us what you think about the movie and what you're wearing. Blah, blah.
No.
Those are a specific kind of interview. I never knew that they had a name, right?
What are they?
Because you know panels, right? There's panel interview. There,
Sure.
one-on-ones. It's called the shoot. I forgot
Called the
the name.
shoot?
Yes,
The
it's
shoot
called.
interview?
It's called the
I mean, kind of
shoot.
similar because it's the red carpet. It's kind of
No,
canalized. It's the shoot
no,
interview. That's what we're
no,
calling it from now on. You're gonna find the
no.
right name, and I'm gonna still call it the shoot interview.
It's the shoot
Yes,
interview.
the
No,
shoot
it
interview.
is called
The shoot
out of
interview.
here. This is it. This is it. The step and repeat interview. Step
like the
and
shoot.
repeat.
I like the shoot interview.
I
better.
know. Never
and
had
repeat.
that. Never heard that before. Because we're already setting up interviews. I have some really cool stuff lined up. We're gonna shoot some great content, stuff for books. Now, again, maintaining respect for the strike. I'm not doing anything with writers, and I'm not doing anything with actors out of respect for the strike. But I have some authors, some book authors. I have
Timothy Zahn.
I'm not naming names, but we have some producers, we have some directors, we have some artists. We got some really cool stuff lined up, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. Very excited.
When you say artist, what type of artist do you mean? You mean, graphic artist, or do you mean somebody like a singer, like MC Hammer or Vanilla Ice?
Is that your go-to artist, MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice?
No, it came into
What?
my
When
head.
did you? What were you? What year were you born? Oh my God.
1978.
Yes. So there's a couple questions. Greg, when is the New York one? New York Comic Con is October 12th through 15th is New York Comic Con. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Starting Thursday, going into Sunday. It'll be nuts. If you can get into New York, you'll have fun. God willing, I'm gonna get in there. The wife is gonna try to transition show up the day of for the last minute table cancellation. Oh man. Interesting. Okay, well, let us know. Let's see. We'll let you know if you make it out. We'll link up. But yeah, so New York Comic Con, we got a lot planned for it. You were supposed to be there. You're on mute for some reason now. We've lost you. We've lost you. I don't got no sound on you, buddy. Dude, it's not on me. I didn't press anything. Okay, yeah, you do you. I'll talk to the audience while you try to fix whatever it is you got going on over there. Jesus Christ. Anyway, while he's repairing that. Yeah, so we have a lot lined up for New York. We're very excited. Hoping some really, really cool stuff about it. Oh, darn it. Before I jump to New York, well, before I finish. Yeah, we got you?
Hello.
There we go. We got you, buddy.
All right. So, how much does it cost to get a table at New York Comic Con?
How much does it cost to get a table at New York Comic Con? That is a difficult question, only because there are different price values depending on what.
Is it outside of the station's budget?
Yes, 100%. 100%. Now they do,
Damn.
again, it's been years since I've checked this. But in the past, they have done what they call like non-profit complimentary tables. So
Pity tables.
yeah, basically pity tables. You'll get this tiny little table, and they'll put you in like some weird corner, or like at 1 year, because I've done this before. 1 year we were a table, so there was like the main hall, and then there's like artist alley in a separate building, and there was this like concourse connecting the two, like a very thin, and we were a table in the middle of the concourse by ourselves. This like 2-chair table. So yeah,
Yes.
but they are extremely expensive. Yeah.
And before we lost audio, yes, I was supposed to go. I'm being sent on a special mission to Europe. No, I'm not going after Putin.
You're too much, man. You're too much.
Yeah, I know. I've tried. I tried. Yes, I was supposed to go. Very disappointed. Real world, work calls, and I've got to go to Europe. But maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll be smart enough to put the PTO in ahead of time, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then that way, they can't call me up. So, anyways,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You would think that your plans, you should probably whatever.
it was on the weekend, and I have a 9 to 5 job. I didn't think they were gonna call me up and go, "Hey, you're going to Europe." When am
Yeah.
I going to Europe? Oh, you're going to Europe from this time to that time. You realize that's in the middle of New York Comic Con. You realize I have plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah. So, for the audience's sake, we had a plan where it was going to be a big WTF Nation Radio push. It was going to be myself. It's going to be Angry Elf here. Going to be Mad Mike. Going to be Nemo, and we were
Yep.
going to just bulldoze our way, WTF Nation Radio style, and take over. WTF Nation Radio takes over New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
So Angry Elf has had to bow out. Nemo, again, our thoughts are with him. He's still recovering from his incident, and so he bowed out. So right now it'd be me and Mad Mike, but because I am who I am and I do what I do, I found 2 awesome show followers, and we are going to give them the ride of their life. We're going to take them on a New York Comic Con experience. So they're gonna be like our caddies for the event. So
you gotta earn your way, boy.
don't get it twisted. They're gonna help because I'm gonna need a cameraman, right? Me and Mike, we're gonna be the face. Mike's still coming, so we're gonna be the faces. We're gonna be the reporter on the scene.
Yep.
But they'll be operating as cameramen. But also, we're gonna show them a really good time. They're not gonna pay for anything. Unless they want to buy something. I'm not. Ain't no stipends here, but they're not gonna have to pay for travel. They're not gonna have to pay for the tickets or hotel or anything like that stuff. So we're gonna make sure that they have a great time.
Nice.
Yeah. So I tell you, man, we're always trying to hook up the listeners, trying to hook up the. Keith says, "I don't remember being asked." Well, I mean, fair point. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, pay attention, to the red star cluster being put up in the night sky.
Yes. Yes. There was I'll be honest, this wasn't really planned. As
No.
things started to crumble and break apart, it just kind of fell into the lap of these guys, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do it." So
And it doesn't help that I say, "Yeah, I can't go." Oh, wait, I'm going again, and then it's like, "Yeah, I can't go."
yes,
For real
so
this
it's
time.
been a roll. Let me say, y'all
Yeah.
don't see the behind the scenes. It has been a roller coaster for me. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm having conniptions over here.
The best conversation was when they told me the first time I'm going to Europe. And I heard the dates, and I looked at my wife, and I'm like, "This is bullshit." She goes, "Why? You're going back to Europe?" I said, "Yeah, I don't care about Europe. I wanted to go to New York Comic Con." And
Been
she
there,
looked at
done.
me, she said, "Yeah, I've been there, done that." And she looks at me and she goes, "You're an idiot. Your job is sending you to Europe, and you're worried about a comic book convention? Woman, you don't understand."
The second biggest comic convention on the planet.
And then she looks at me and she goes, I want to go to New York. That's not the weekend to go to New York.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, one part of New York will be like the other side of New York will be empty, but yeah.
No, I mean, I'm gonna. I know where. If I was going to New York that weekend, I know where I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be showing her around New York City.
Sure.
I'd be like, call up my uncle and be like, "Hey, can you come out here and escort my wife around New York City?"
Yep. Yep. Let's see. You guys are funny. You're chit-chatting. I like this, man. Yeah, continue to chit-chat in the comments. It's good. Did he file for divorce yet with that response? They want to know if he filed for divorce after she said that.
Oh no. Oh no. Because there's always gonna be next year. There's
Yeah.
always gonna be another time. And this time,
And this
I-
one,
I-
we're gonna be the expeditionary force. We're gonna be the tip of the spear. We're gonna lay the groundwork, and then next year go back bigger, stronger, harder, all that stuff.
that's why I asked, what does it take to get a table? Get a table for WTF Nation Radio, plant the flag, and then get it a staple of New York Comic Con that WTF Nation Radio is there every year. And then it gets to the point where, you eventually work yourself up. Next thing you know, you're in between the DC, table and then the MCU table, and right in between is WTF Nation Radio.
I love how delusional you people are. It's adorable.
That's why you keep me around.
I've ran booths specifically at New York Comic Con multiple years for different nonprofits and things. Yes, I get what you're saying. There are pros and cons. So a great thing about having a booth is I don't want to say you're treated like a celebrity because you're not, but like you don't stand in line, you just walk in. Like imagine thousands of people in line, you just like, yep, and you just walk in early, leave late, which lets you kind of walk around the floor.
You just walk in, you're like staff.
And so and you're in there when it's empty, which is a really weird thing to be at like a New York Comic Con when it's empty, besides like, staff and vendors and stuff. And then there's other benefits and things. Like having a booth means you have a place to sit, because traditionally there's no place to sit other than like the food court. And you have a place to stash your bags, so you're not carrying everything around with you. But there are cons in that you're expected to be at your booth the whole time. So like we used to do like 3 staff so that there'd be 2 at the booth, 1 gets to walk around. And then we would just rotate throughout the days. So you could walk around for an hour or 2 and whatnot.
Radar, King, Ice.
Yes, there's plenty of us. That wouldn't be the problem. The problem would be limiting it, because I think you only get now you only get 2 passes, and then you start to have to pay for more passes. That's how because it used to be different.
There's an emergency exit, right?
Yeah.
We just go. Don't tell anybody.
And that's like Keith says, that's a really good way to get blacklisted. But
somebody else that won't be coming on the
and we lost. Dude, we keep dropping for some reason. It might be on my side. I don't know.
What?
I think it's you. But anyway,
Me?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. No, you clip off for a bit and then clip back in, but it's fine. The other thing too, like, I'll be honest, this is my first year. So like I said, for many years I went as an attendee. Then for many years I went as not a vendor specifically. It was more of like a charity booth, but still you're considered a vendor. You're there. An exhibitor is what they would call it. In fact, do I still have, here, hang on a second.
Oh,
I have it right here. We can reach it. Let's see this is how long ago this was. This was 2014. There's
is that Abraham?
That's Abraham. Abraham from The Walking Dead. That's my exhibitor badge from New York Comic Con 2014. Now, funny enough, true story, I went in 2013. 2013 was my first year exhibiting, and so we had this cool access, and I remember The Walking Dead, was huge, and they were having a panel, and I kind of ran up. I was chit-chatting with the security guard at the panel because the lines are ridiculous. People waiting 5, 6, 8 hours in line to see this panel. And I remember someone was like, "Hey, man, I'm a vendor. Like I got just enough time to like I'm using my lunch break to let me see this panel, whatever, and blah blah. Blah. And he's like, yeah. I was like, hey, bro, I was like, I'm a disabled vet, bro. Can you hook a brother up? And he's like, all right, go ahead. And so I got in, bro, and I'm talking front row seats. So like the panel
Nice.
is happening 6 feet above me and in
And you're
front of
looking
me.
like this, right?
Literally, we're like this. And it was so cool. I got great pictures out of it. I should post it at some point, but I got great pictures. And it was when really the height of Walking Dead. And
Right.
at one point, they're like, all right, we're going to, Rick's there, and Michonne's there, and Daryl's there. The whole cast is there. It was awesome. This is like this is before Negan. Negan wasn't even a character on the show yet. And so we're like, there's an aisle, like I'm on the edge. So there's the aisle right between the two halves. And
Yeah.
because it's right in the middle of the room, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna ask questions," and people got in line and asked questions. Oh, what'd you think about this? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, "All right, we got time for one more," and this big dude just walks up. I got a question, and they're like, "Okay." He's like, "I got a question for Scott Gimple over there because he's the guy, the showrunner," and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah." He's like, when y'all gonna bring Abraham on the show?" And he's like, "Well, that's a good question. I mean, based on the books, and we're getting to that point." He goes, "I want to play Abraham," and it was actually the actor, what I forget his freaking name, the guy that plays
Yeah.
Abraham. It was
Right.
him before it was announced that he was going to be Abraham. So this is like this was before it was announced, and so literally this guy was like, "Oh, okay, I guess you can play Abraham." I mean, and he was dressed as the character. He had the like the
Nice.
mop top hat, and he had the like literally he was in character as Abraham, and people just assumed like, wow, that's really good cosplay. But no, he was wearing his costume from the show, and they're like, "Hey, everybody, give it up for it was like, whatever his name, Michael Cutlass or whatever." And he went on stage, and then it was a really cool tease. But I'm like, literally, I could have reached out and touched Abraham from The
Nice.
Walking Dead. We were that close, and it was just a very weird experience because he was just so aggressive. But he was in character. Anyway, side tangent. But yeah, so lots of cool things happen in New York, and so we should have our New York moment here. We'll miss you this year, Angry Elf, but
I'll be back
definitely
I'll be
next
back.
year. Definitely
next year. Next year, yeah. As soon as they drop the dates, I'll put the PTO in and say, "Piss off," even if you're sending me to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Keith says 2014 Wizard World New Orleans was his first con. Met Linda Hamilton and Stan Lee that weekend. A little weird since I just got back from Afghanistan the week before with thousands of people carrying fake weapons. Yeah, I can imagine that's a bit of a transition. I have a great Stan Lee. I have two great Stan Lee stories. I don't know if I've told them already, so I'll just move on.
Excelsior.
Excelsior. One quick thing that I skipped over when I was talking about Baltimore Comic Con and what I was getting to when I was talking about the whole energy of it. Huge props, huge shout out goes to my man Jake, who was with me, because within an hour of being there, I was ready to take an L on the whole day. I was ready to be like, you know what, chalk it up. It's a wash. Like we did a couple laps and you could feel the energy was off. We weren't going to be getting interviews. And it was just like, I was like, man, this is just a waste. And it's Baltimore, it's not too far from me. So I was like, we'll just call it. And he was such a good cheerleader in that he's like, man, we're here. Let's do something. We got to do something, whether it's, do you want to shoot content of you walking around the floor? And I was like, we've done it. Not a great ratings getter of us just walking around showing off stuff. Not what our channel really does well. He's like, well, do you want to interview like people that are cosplaying and stuff? And I was like, yeah, I could do that, but again, it's just I don't think it translates well when you're rewatching and whatnot. And he goes, well, is there anything? And then I go, I've had this idea. It's an idea I've had in my head for man, a year and a half, almost 2 years. I've had this idea. But it requires a little bit of legwork. It requires a lot of coordination. It requires some money out of my pocket, which is that's the hardest part.
You went streaking.
No. Is the money the bail money? Is that what you think? The bail money. No, but I have this idea, and now I'm going to be mysterious on purpose because I really want this to be a surprise, and it's going to take some time to coordinate. But needless to say, he really motivated me, and we spent the next 4 hours doing that legwork, having the conversations with the right people in order to see this come to fruition. Now, again, that was kind of one part of it. Going to New York Comic Con will kind of be the second part of it. And then from there, the pieces should really start falling into place. And I'm hoping if everything works out, maybe for like the new year, I think we will be able to unveil everything. I think there's so much I want to say that I can't say. But it's going to be awesome. I've talked to a handful of people about it. You don't even know about it, but I talked to a handful of people about it. And everyone I've said, they're like, holy shit, that's amazing. Well, you want to get...
I have a theory.
Yeah.
The money part is you buying a DeLorean. The people you're talking to is trying to get Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd back together to shoot Back to the Future 4.
Yes.
Is that what you're doing?
You nailed it, man. We're gonna kickstart Back to the Future 4. And I should I'm gonna put up the phone number, guys. If anybody wants to call in and talk, by all means, phone lines are open. This is gonna be the show. It's gonna be just me rambling off, him rambling off. We'll do a giveaway at some point. I got nothing. I got nothing today. I just keep looking over at my Xbox, going like, soon I'll be back with you, my precious. My precious. This thing that I'm working on, like I said, huge shout out to Jay because he really motivated me to be like,
that's awesome.
Once I told him what the idea was, he goes, well, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. I was like, yeah, but I don't know, man. There's so many steps to it, and it's gonna to do it right. It's like, nah, man, fuck it. What else we're gonna do? Like, we're here. Let's do it. And so, we made big strides. I talked to the right people. Let me just say, every person that I talked to about this project was super into it, super into it, and is like this is gonna be awesome. So, yeah, I can't say too much else because I feel like it's gonna give it away. So.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it.
It's better. It's better to continue to tease it.
Yes, that's actually funny enough. It's a part of it will be teasing it before the reveal. Like that's I can't. It's gonna make no sense me saying this, but like there's the thing, then there's the reveal. Then there'll be the run up. Remember you watch wrestling and they're like, Sin Cara is coming. And it's like there's these teaser vignettes. We're going to do teaser vignettes to tease what's coming.
Yes.
So yeah, it's fucking, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Now, I mean, I will say huge shout out to all the Patreons. If you're there and you're a Patreon, God bless you. I have not spent a single penny that I have collected via Patreon because I knew that at some point I was going to put it back into the show in a meaningful way. The day is here. The day has come. Well, technically not this day, but soon the day is coming.
Soon.
So every dollar that has ever been generated from our amazing Patreon supporters is going into this project. Plus, from my own pocket.
Wasn't there? Was it like 4 shows ago that I was on? We were talking about this whole, Apple freaking VR thing. But wait, have you added any Patreons since then?
Not a single one. Not a single one. And Keith, I see your comment. Better. All I'm going to say is better than that. Better than that.
What's his comment? I can't see.
He said, I better get a hat out of this, because Keith's one of our awesome Patreons, man. Better.
Yeah, I need,
much better. That's all I can say.
I got to go off and get an Angry Elf hat. You've got a CQ hat. I need to get an Angry Elf hat.
Make the logo, dude. You go to Fiverr. You could tell some random Palominian kid to come up with an Angry Elf design, and boom, you got yourself a logo.
What am I talking about? I go to some AI thing, and tell it
Mid Journey, or it's like angry
come
elf,
up with
and yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
yeah.
Keith says you can ask him to draw something up. He's an artist in-house. He's our in-house artist. But yeah, no, like I said, I don't want to talk again. We're not going to talk too much about it.
No, don't talk about it.
As we get closer, the buildup will rise. And if it's executed even half as good as I have it in my mind, I'm turning red because I'm so excited.
The greatest climaxes come from the best foreplay. Just saying.
Scott says, get a tactical elf-looking dude and just add the angry eyebrows. Yeah, you get like imagine a little Santa elf, but he's like decked out in tactical gear and he's angry.
I've got a logo. I've got a logo that I throw up. I'm talking about stylized. How CQ's got his hat. I need something that says "Angry Elf" across the hat. I need to figure that part out.
Yeah, you can go to Lids, those stores. You can get a custom Angry Elf on his hat. Whatever.
Maybe the next time in New York City, get a customized hat by one of those guys.
Let's talk offline, but my website, pcwgear.com, pcwgear.com, I have the ability to customize some stuff. And if there's something you want, man, I can design it, and we can make it available for the people to purchase right off the website. Yeah, you can get some. We'll make an Angry Elf shirt and a hat, and the people can buy.
You know what you need to do?
What's that?
Then make a Mad Mike one that comes with a free box of crowns, and then but then do a throwback hat with what's his face over there,
Radar.
Yeah, Radar, that guy.
Oh yeah. I think I had at one point I had some Radar gear on the I like the Sorry About It. Oh, no, does I still have the? I don't have the plug still. So sorry about it.
You had the sticker, but
boom. Sorry about it.
But no, that about a year ago, that guy that you took to the Walking Dead and the MCU tour.
Yeah,
he gave
Charles.
you a nice. Yeah, he gave you. Didn't it have a logo for Radar on there?
Yeah, it was like Radar and stylized. Like it just said Radar stylized. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You should throw up some Radar hats.
Scott says Angry Elf comes up with a great design. CQ claims it and keeps all the profit. I mean, here's the thing. Not so much CQ keeps the profit. CQ reinvests it into the show, makes the show better.
Yes.
That is more accurate. The lap dance is always better when the stripper is crying. That was good.
That's a fact.
That's good. Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's good. Was another comment I missed. That's how everyone I know is. They do better. They do need to do it, but got that itch to jump back into Starfield. Yes, exactly. What else?
Starfield.
What else? I guess nobody wants to call in today.
I'm surprised King hasn't called in.
King's probably be busy doing something. I don't know. He does for those that know King here at WTF Nation Radio, he does the sports bar on Sunday nights, but separately from WTF Nation Radio, he also does other podcasts. So he does he called it, was it Chats with Dads? Like it's a dad themed podcast. And then he does another one about like life after divorce, and then he does another one about crypto, and like he does a bunch of stuff. So he's he kind of dips in and dips out as he's busy doing other things. But to talk about Starfield for a minute, to circle it.
Let's talk about Starfield. I haven't played it yet. I haven't gotten around to it.
It's man. Okay, so first off, there's a lot of arguments of like, is it the greatest game of all time or is it absolute shit? Because there's like a lot of people that are on extremes. It is the most Bethesda game ever. I can give you that. So if you've played games like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Fallout, it is very much that in space. Like it's really, it's picking up items, eating random fruits off the ground, injecting yourself with syringes that you've found on the ground, shooting space pirates. There's
So
I've
it's
at
a space bum game.
asking for loose change from strangers. Yes, yes, yes. At one
So I
point,
can-
I was running around in my underwear. So yes, that's check. I can't recall any time he's taken a shower. So yes, there's that. Yeah, pretty much,
So
man.
basically, an infantryman running around in space. Got it.
Yes. He collects everything he finds and yet somehow, fits it into one bag. So very much like a
Mhm.
hobo. Hobos in
Yes.
Space, I think, was the original name of the game, but then they went with Starfield after some
Hobos in space.
Greg wants to know how many hours do I have in? I don't actually check the official stat, but I've got to be at this point. I've got to be
Did you get it on launch day?
there was early access launch day or launch day because I got launch day, but not early access launch day, which was a week before. So it's been out since last Tuesday. I want to say officially.
I'm gonna say you got at least 160 hours in.
No, I don't think it's been 160 hours since last Tuesday. No, no. I've got an adequate amount of time. I can think of.
Have
maybe
you lost sleep over this game?
I might have went to bed at 1 a.m. on one night, which is a general for me. About probably 26 hours, I want to say. Which is,
Okay.
And here's what's scary. And this is for those that are thinking about diving into it. I didn't finish the tutorial until about 4 hours in.
Oh God.
And even at that point, there is so much you don't know. You have no idea. God bless them. That's the Bethesda way is we're going to give you these really awesome mechanics and not tell you about any of them. I'm, like I said, probably close to 30 hours in, and I just realized you can disassemble your ship like Legos and add pieces and make it and
I've
do all
seen
this stuff.
I've seen some stuff on Starfield talking about somebody made an L-shaped starship.
Yes.
And the enemy can't.
It's like a table. It's a table design. So there's 4 legs all connected.
Yeah.
But because they tricked the AI is programmed to shoot at the middle of your ship.
Right.
And so they designed a ship that has no middle. So literally they're flying through and it's just zip, 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 zip.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
so
that's genius, I mean, that's
I'm trying to remember.
I'll tell you one thing that I thought was really creative though.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of I was gonna share this and I don't remember I did that because you can build your own ships and you can colorize them however you want, people have been building just the craziest sci-fi stuff. So the Starship Enterprise,
the
Halo ship. What was it? Not the Warthog,
Pelican.
that was the truck.
The Pelican.
The freaking the Megazord. Somebody built what looks like a Megazord and they painted each color yellow, red, blue, green, so it looks like the freaking Power Rangers Megazord. Yeah, there's been a bunch. The Futurama ship, the delivery ship from Futurama. So and I'm like, it's so clever what people have been able to do. And then obviously using the character creator, because you could literally and this is where I've learned not to spend a lot of time in, but people can be there for an hour. Is oh, my cheekbones should be slightly higher and more spread apart. I'm like, I zip through that in 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, close enough. Because my dude, first of all, I play first person, so I don't see myself ever. And second of all, most of the time he's in a full helmet and suit anyway. But these people use these character creators to make Beavis and Butthead, to make Tom Howard, to make who else have I seen? I've seen Gandolfini, the Sopranos guy. The people making all types of characters. There's one guy made Shrek. He made a Shrek character, and and it's that's cool. If you want to play like that, that's cool. But so as far as the game goes, I'm enjoying it. it's my kind of game. I can see where a lot of people won't like it and won't enjoy it. Let's see. What do you think about the way they did NG Plus this time? The game's gonna take forever. Yeah, so New Game Plus. If there is one, God bless, man, because the base game alone is gonna take like 600 hours. So if you're gonna do New Game
Oh.
Plus and start it all over, like you got to be really dedicated, really
there's some-
dedicated.
But there's people out there that are dedicated to that type of stuff.
Probably not a big deal. Yeah, sorry. No, Scott, you're right. You can take off your helmet and suit in breathable atmosphere, but like I said, I play in first person, so I didn't really notice. I'd make the fawns because, hey, sorry, say it again.
I don't know what I was saying. Never mind. I got distracted.
The only people that call the game trash are radical Sony ponies who are mad they
Okay,
can't play
I'm a
it.
Sony pony, but I'm tempted by this game. The only reason I'm not getting this game is I'm waiting for Spider-Man 2. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
the
I'll tell you
hype
what.
is real.
I'll tell you what, you start playing this game, and when you like, okay, let me take a break, Spider-Man 2 will be out. Like that's how it's gonna work. Because you're
Yeah,
like, oh, let me play around for a little bit. And then you're like, I should take a break now. And it's like, hey, Spider-Man 2 came out a week ago. And you're like, what? Time
No.
just flies by. Yeah.
No. I'll know it's coming out when my collector's edition with my 19 inches of Venom shows up.
I know you want that 19 inches of Venom. I
want all 19 inches of
you're
it.
dying
Yeah.
for that 19 inches of Venom.
Oh, I got a jar of lube just waiting for it. Woo.
Just waiting for it. All right. Well, needless to say, Greg says he played it over Labor Day weekend. Before he knew it, it was Tuesday. Yes. Yes, that is truth.
I've done that before.
That is truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the top of the hour. We'll take a small break. When we come back, we're gonna do a giveaway.
You gonna do the wheel of death?
I'm feeling frisky. I don't know what
Feeling frisky?
I'm feeling frisky, man. I don't know.
You don't know what to give away?
I'm looking at a pile of things I need to give away.
You got a pile of things you need to give
I
away?
got a pile of things I need to give away. We're gonna figure some out. We're gonna figure out, man. It might just be box of random goodies. Box of random goodies.
Random?
I'm sure anyone that's in the chats that has gotten a random box of goodies from me, by all means, let the people know that, you know, whether they're fact or crap. You know, like is it good boxes or bad boxes?
Wait.
Yes.
Can you give me a minute to go grab something I've gotten from you from my random box of crap?
Sure.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. I can play the Jeopardy music. Hang on. Let's see. I got it. It's playing. I don't know if we're gonna get a copyright strike because of this though, but
Oh, who cares? All right, turn it off so you don't get caught. This
Yeah.
right here, got it graded.
slide it over.
Amazing
It's gotta be
Spider-Man.
dead center. Dead
Oh,
center.
ow.
There you go.
But wait, where is it? Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Wait,
that's
wait,
right. You
wait,
got a
wait.
good one.
Wait, right there.
You got to zoom in
Who's
real
that?
close. Real
Who's- who-
close.
Whose name is that?
Little
Oh,
lower.
that's good old Stan
Little lower.
Lee.
Little lower. Right there it is. There it is. So,
Stan
ladies and
Lee.
gentlemen, that is Spider-Man number which one? Spider-Man
It's
number
Spider-Man number 110.
110, which is what, 1976?
No, where is it?
It's got to be on the lip of it. It'll have the date.
1972.
Oh, I was close. 1972.
Yep.
That's old. Fuck. That is
Yep.
old.
It's older than you and I. It's graded 7.0, but yes, it's got good old Stan the Man Lee's signature on it. And
Yeah.
yes, this was from one of CQ's stash of crap.
Yes. So there you have it. I don't give away crap. Like that's the point. No. It's the stash of crap, but like it's ironically named because, you know, I don't give away crap.
It is good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
So we'll definitely do one, and if I'm really feeling frisky, maybe I do two, maybe I do three. I don't know. We'll see where the wheel takes us. I don't know. But okay, let's take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more show. Maybe somebody will call in. I don't know. You're more than welcome to call in if you'd like. If not, we'll just ramble a bit more, do a
Random.
giveaway, and call it a night.
All right, sounds
So
good.
that way I can go play so I can go play some more Starfield because I'm getting the space withdrawals. I'm getting space withdrawals. All right, guys, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more show right after this. Shots.
You're listening to the sounds of WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, you there? Yeah, it is right, you. Let me ask you something, alright? Where the hell do you think that you're going? Oh, would you think because the show is going to commercial that means you get to just walk away? Well, CQ asked me to pass on the little message, alright? And it says, I'll be back.
After all I've done, do you love me now? Do you love me now? After all I've said, running through your head, do you love me now? Do you love me now? And if I told you everything, I bet you cry and run away. 'Cause with all the lies I keep, made you believe this was me. The truth is I am not at all who I preach myself to be. And I deserve to be alone. And I'm alone here with me. And after all I've done, do you love me now? Do you love me now? After all I've said, running through your head, do you love me now? Do you love me now? And if I told you everything, I wonder if you would believe that with all the ways you've tried, I couldn't change my selfish needs. And with endless love from you, I took for granted everything. And I deserve to be alone here with me. After all I've done, do you love me now? Do you love me now? After all I've said, running through your head, do you love me now? Do you love me now? And I believe I could close my eyes and make it go away in dreams. And honestly, I could die to take it all away from me. After all I've done, do you love me now? Do you love me now? And after all I've said, running through your head, do you love me now? Do you love me now? After all I've done, do you love me now? After all I've said, running through your head, do you love me now?
You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. The force is strong. They have the high ground.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Pop Culture Warrior. This is hour 2 of our incredible coverage of abso-fucking-lutely nothing.
Oh, it's great. I love
God bless America.
Yes.
Land of the free.
CQ, it's Tuesday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no shit to do.
I want to be playing Starfield. All right.
All right, everybody. Great show.
Great show,
CQ's
guys.
closing it around.
It was awesome. We did
Starfield
it.
is coming up next.
We did it. Tune in next week.
Oh,
So
God.
real quick, before we get into anything else, we are gonna do the Wheel of Destiny here in a minute.
Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death, everybody.
Real quick, because I'm not one to hype for the sake of hype, I gave our boy Angry Elf here a taste, a little bit, a snippet of what I've got cooking on this super secret project. Thoughts, just without spoiling anything. Thoughts of what do you think? How's it gonna come out?
It's next level. It is absolutely next level, and it is. He is taking it. He is. If he pulls this off, if he's able to pull this off, he might be able to crown himself the pop culture king.
Nice. Okay. All right. I like
Change
that.
his show to not from pop culture warrior to pop culture king.
Yes. Pop culture icon. I like icon.
Icon.
Pop PCI. Pop culture
Yes.
icon. I like it. I like it.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm not one to blow smoke. I do. He didn't know what it was until I just gave him the 411.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Epic.
Let's see, Skyrim. If you haven't played Starfield, you don't understand the sacrifice CQ is actually making. Yes, thank you, Scott.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't. You're right. I don't.
Thank you, Scott. Someone that understands me. Somebody that understands me. PCI CQ. That's right. PCI CQ. CQ is gonna be a is CQ gonna be a playable character in Modern Warfare 3? Yeah, that's all you
Perhaps.
need.
Perhaps.
No. That's what you need is me going. My God. Guys, wait up.
Help. It's been 20 years since I've done this shit, man. Oh, God.
You know when your character
damn.
goes down, it goes like, "Brr," and he's down. It's like, who got you? Nah, I'm having an episode. It was like sniper got CQ. Nah, I just needed.
Where'd you get hit?
I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
Like you,
All right.
you know, you get the guy a stim. You just give me a hot dog, and I'm just like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
A New York Comic Con hot dog.
Yes, right. Yes, exactly. Oh man. Yes, but that's funny. That is funny. I would absolutely. I gotta. I want to find like my old gear and then shoot like a TikTok of me as a playable character and him to be just how bad that would look. Really bad.
What I have left,
Okay.
and we'll get together and we'll shoot some content.
It won't take long because I'll be
No.
out of breath after a couple barrel rolls and it just
Barrel rolls. What are you, Maverick now? No. We can fly jets. We jumped out of airplanes.
rolling on the
Yeah.
ground. They're still called barrel rolls. On the ground, like a front flip, but
Okay.
you're rolling on the ground. I don't know.
You can do a front flip. Okay.
Scott wants to know. Scott says, "Is CQ finally going to get his movie done and reveal is the trailer?" Man, if that were, bro, there would be no false pretense. If I could get my deal done, whether it be a show or movie, I'd be screaming that shit off the mountaintops. You would all like hear shit and like look outside, and it'd be like fucking in writing in the clouds. There'd be no false pretense when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, I wish.
This would be CQ would go to the point of having a red carpet event.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
premiere
absolutely.
that trailer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, are you kidding me? I'd hire a theater to just play the trailer. I'd do a red carpet. I'd have a booth at New York Comic Con and get Hall H to myself at San Diego Comic Con. There'd be like 3 people in the audience, and they were just looking for a place to sit. They didn't really care about the trailer. They just needed just a place to sit down. And I'd do the trailer reveal in Hall H of San Diego Comic Con.
Why? Because I couldn't come that year.
Exactly. Let's see. Hey, Buckmaster, what's up? How you doing, man? It says Angry Elf is gonna be Angro the Elf from Disenchantment. Oh, all right, Angro the Elf. I like that. Combat rolls. That's what they were called. Combat
rolls. Yeah.
That's the name, bro. I've been out a minute. Okay.
No, I've been out a minute. You've been out a freaking like a
century.
decade and a half. Yeah. You're if you really did go off and dust off your gear, you'd be spending like a week getting the dust off.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level for sure. All right. Let's do, shall we? I promised a giveaway. So let's do a goddamn giveaway. How about that?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, you set that up. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question.
Go for it.
So, you still read comics, right?
I do. On
How do
a
you-
case
how do
by
you-
case basis, but yeah.
So how do you read your comics? Do you get by individual issues? Do you wait for the trade paperbacks or the?
You know, I used to be big into the like week to week pull. That isn't the case much anymore. So I do like the collections. I do like the trade paperbacks. I like the
Or
it's easier.
but
that
you
way.
like physical media, right? You don't go do
Yeah, I don't do
that
the digital.
download.
I don't do the digital. No.
All right. So with all this hype with The Last Ronin coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So old Angry Elf said, "All right, dude. Yeah, you've read the synopsis, kind of know the gist. Yeah, you got the action figure. Where is he? He's over there." Anyways,
Actually, wait. Before, I want to hear the rest of this.
Yes.
We need a buzzword. We need a code word, something that people can put into the chats so that I can enter their name into the big box of giveaways. So what is going to be our buzzword? Man, can you just pick 3 or 4 letters? People are typing on their phones and shit, man, or on their TV remotes.
Cow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, cow. And for good man, if you really want to be the overachiever, cowabunga. I mean, give us a cowabunga in the chats. Just to let us know you're out there, you're watching, and you want to play.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
You heard the man. You got 30 seconds. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up. So, okay, continue. You were talking about Ronin, Dust, digital, all that stuff.
I said, hey, I need to get a copy of, Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. So I went on Amazon, found what I thought was a great deal. It was a hardback copy of Last Ronin, $17.50, right?
Okay.
Hit send on Amazon. 2 days later, it shows up in my front porch. I get the box. I open it up. It's polybagged. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Open up the poly bag. Go to open the book, bro. Water damage from hell.
No.
And we're talking about like pages stuck together, like somebody took it like their old Playboy.
Now, where did you order this from?
Amazon. And I had to go back and double check to make sure it wasn't from a third party sailor or Amazon warehouse. No, it was straight Amazon. Amazon. And I was so frustrated because fortunately I was able to do the return. My replacement copy should be here tomorrow. But if that copy is just as bad or if worse, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to freaking send the physical media back, ask for a full refund, and I'm just going to go to digital. and go music digital. But I wanted that physical copy, that hardback copy, because
There's nothing quite like it.
yeah, I mean, I like the story. In fact, if you're not paying attention, and as the adult, I will tell you, NECA has already released several versions of The Last Ronin, both armored and unarmored, and they're in the process of releasing the rest of the freaking Turtles, Master Splinter, and a couple of the other characters in 7-inch toy factor. And oh man, these figures are legit. The one Last Ronin I have, oh god, it is pristine. I love it. The problem I have is I don't know where to put it in my collection because my turtle collection is growing and I don't know what to do with myself. Oh my god.
Growing out of control is what it's
Yes.
growing. Let's see.
It's
gonna
mutating, perhaps.
put this up this way. Yeah, it's mutating. I like that.
It's
All right,
mutating.
ladies and gentlemen,
Are we
time has
ready?
come to spin
Let's
the wheel
spin
of
that wheel.
destiny. The wheel of destiny. Let me close all this so it's not as. I'm gonna make this look prettier. Hang on. Oh no, but I want to show. All right, so because in the fuck man, I can't talk tonight. In the effort of transparency, in the vein of transparency, you can see here, these are all of our Patreons. If you are a Patreon and you'd like, or if you're not a Patreon and you'd like to automatically enter to win any of our fabulous prizes, join the Patreon. It's as little as $3. I mean, it's really, it's not much. And you get really cool behind the scenes stuff, and I'm going to be doing more content, and part of what I was telling Rob about our secret project will be talked about in the Patreon. So
Patreons will have full disclosure. We've had full disclosure on CQ's attempts at getting his show on the on the silver screen or the big screen.
don't bring it up. It makes me sad.
Sorry.
We will not stop. We will not stop. We're going to continue to keep driving on that thing. One day.
Anyways,
One day.
not to bum you out, but anyways, the point of the matter is the Patrons do get it behind the scenes.
Yes.
Absolutely. If
And
you're not a
there's-
Patreon subscriber, please.
It's going to be
subscribe.
more. In fact, I owe the Patreons. In fact, if anybody's out there listening and they're not a Patreon, join right now because I told the Patreons that I was going to Baltimore Comic Con and that I was going to be doing a Patreon exclusive giveaway. So probably after this or tomorrow, I'll be doing an exclusive giveaway on Patreon for my Patreon members. But this one's for the show. So
A copy of X-Men 275 signed by Chris Claremont?
yeah. That's no, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. So here's all the Patreon members, and in the chats, we got. I guess some people were sleeping today, and no guests, so people slept in and missed out because only Scott, Heath, and Captain Wayne have decided to play along. Let's see, Scott. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Scott, Heath, Captain Wayne. Yeah. Yep. That's it. So we're gonna go. It's sharing too much. All right. So
Spin that wheel.
wait before I spin the wheel. I gotta shuffle it. I'm gonna shuffle,
Shuffle.
and then
Shuffle,
you tell me
shuffle.
when to stop.
Stop shuffling now.
I can't say stop shuffling now. Like that. That is the worst possible way to do that.
Now.
My God. And yes,
Have
I was feeling froggy. Heath is a Patreon member. I threw because he's playing live. I threw him an extra. I threw him an extra entry just because. Fuck it. Like I can do that.
Why
My
not?
rules.
You're
All right,
a master
everybody.
of chaos.
I'm the master of chaos. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel for our first
that wheel.
lucky winner of the night. You don't get to hear the cool sound effects.
I'll make my own.
Oh! Almost got to Rob D.
Oh.
Charles.
Charles. Yeah,
Charles in
yay!
charge. Congrats to Charles in charge. You are our lucky winner. We missed Mike L by about a hair. And the next one would have been Rob D. Oh, poor guy.
Oh, well.
Charles, congratulations. Thank you, obviously, for always being such a cool and awesome dude. And like I said, he submitted a thing, which is back there, which is
Yes.
awesome.
So CQ will be sending a pile of crap.
Yes, a pile of crap. That's
Which-
the plan. A pile
Yes.
of crap.
Pile of crap, which usually includes a signed item, some couple of other cool pop culture things. The
Yes.
signed item is usually pretty cool.
Yeah. I try to the goal is always an original piece of artwork,
Hmm.
a signed item from my many Comic-Con experiences, and then I try to always do 3 to 5 other items. And for anybody that's won should know this. I always send out kind of like a survey, do you like this? Do you like this? I don't tell them what the items are, but I'm like, do you like Xbox or PlayStation? Do you like Marvel or DC? Do you like heroes or villains? And I use that to kind of categories pick random things from the big box of goodies that I have. I literally have a pile of goodies in the corner. And then I use that and I try to send in something that I think they would enjoy. So
Yeah.
that being said, thank you to
Absolutely.
Charles. He's awesome. If you want to improve your odds of winning and not actually have to be playing live, I'm going to say it one last time. I feel like such an asshole. I'm going to be honest. This is a conversation I had with Jake over the weekend at the Comic-Con where it's I hate the part of give me money or fuck it.
But here's the thing. The big mystery, the big thing that you're talking about, how is that being funded? You
Through the
told me it's
Patreon.
being funded directly by
100%.
patrons.
Yeah.
100%.
Not even 100%, 80%. I'm 20% out of pocket, but that's okay. That's
Well,
okay.
the point of all right, fine. If we were to get more Patreons in there, how many Patreons are we at right now? 20?
12, 13, something like that. Somewhere in there. I do a horrible job at promoting. I really do.
We got to do better job.
I do a horrible job. I just had a conversation with it was Ice. Ice had called me earlier today, and we were just chit chatting about the business and things. And he goes, "Man, the views are killing it, the interviews are killing it, the clips are killing it. Everything's doing so great." He's like, "But dude, you suck at social media," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I know I do.
You need a full-time social media.
I need a
guy.
social media manager. That's what I need. If anybody out there wants to run the social media of Pop Culture Warrior, by all means, let me know. Hit me up. I am so willing to give the keys of the kingdom because I can focus on the behind the scenes stuff. I can focus on getting the interviews. I can focus on the touring and getting to conventions. But then to also manage social media and make sure that you're liking stuff and commenting on stuff and if I'm in my phone, I'm doing business. I'm getting shit done. I got emails, I got calls, I'm making shit happen. I'm not scrolling through TikTok and Twitter and all this and all that, just goofing off. But that's a big part of it. I mean, unfortunately, that's a part of the business. And it's first to admit, it's where I suffer. It's the bane of my existence. The biggest struggle I have is maintaining a presence on social media.
I can't even log into TikTok or X, whatever it's called. I did something in my past, and I have a seriously significant security clearance, and I can't log into TikTok. I did something in my past, and TikTok says it violates our community standards.
Wow.
I put in any of my emails. No, I get rejected.
Wow, that's impressive.
But I've got a Facebook. I got an Instagram. I've got.
You done and pissed somebody in China off. You upset somebody in
That's
China.
fine. Well, it might be the fact that I.
Yeah.
Anyways. But
Greg says, don't feel bad. People out there making millions a month on OnlyFans, you can get your money through Patreon. Yeah, I'm not ready to commit to the OnlyFans yet, man. I'm too shy. I'm not ready to.
What are you?
I'm not ready to bear all.
I'll admit, I'll be your first subscriber.
I'm not quite ready to bear all. I mean, I feel like Patreon and OnlyFans are the same thing. It's just OnlyFans is directed at boobies, like is at porn. And Patreon is more for content. 'Cause
Well,
I
you
don't.
know, there's OnlyFans, but if you want to take it to the next level,
Mhm.
it's Fansly.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is.
Oh, that's like remember like a year and no, actually 2 years ago when OnlyFans said they were gonna cut out all nudity.
Yeah, that didn't last very long, did it?
No, that lasted about a week, not even that. But the point of the matter is this other website called Fansly,
They
which
went
is
all in on
ba-
it.
yes, exactly. But see, here's the thing: OnlyFans has standards. Fansly has no standards. So you want that badonk donk freaking like poo poo porn?
So
You can go
I have to
there.
put on Daisy Dukes and then like twerk for views. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Scott says go put a job application on LinkedIn for a social media manager. I would. I don't have money to pay people to do these things. Like that's the thing. Let me be straight. I'm going to be so transparent right now in that I've looked to hire an editor because I have to divide my time between making content, planning content, and then when I shoot content, then editing the content to make it for like TikTok and Instagram and things like that. So like I was like, man, if I had an editor, that would save me so much time that I could put back into planning stuff or being on social media or whatever. It's hard. I tell people like, look, if you want to just dabble, you know what I mean, and take your shot, like grow with the channel, right? If I just stumbled upon some college kid that never had a job, just needs to practice and like
You need an intern.
that's what I need is an intern, an unpaid intern.
You need it.
And
you
then
need
look,
a Peter Parker.
if we blew up, right, and I'm the next Joe, then I bring those people with me. Like you become paid staffers, but oh shit, that was thunder. I don't know if you heard that. That was loud. Woo.
I saw your camera move.
Yeah, I'm in the basement.
I know. I know where your studio's at.
Oh, like for that to hit that hard, that was close.
You might want to go check your roof. You might not have a roof.
I mean, remember it's like a twist or whatever. You like open the basement thing and like there's just no house. I'm just now outside when I open the thing. Like that's when I just close it and I boot up Starfield and I'm like, well.
Well, wait. If you're missing 3/4 of your house and you still have power,
yeah,
damn.
Yeah, I always get that shit through the ground, man. What are you talking about? You don't run a power outlet. You get ground power. But yeah, let's see. Call it a remote internship and call it a day. Yeah, man. I mean, I would. Heath, you might have a guy, bro. Let me know. I'm so in on like this show and WTF Nation Radio as a whole could be like we could go next level, right? The problem, and I don't want to say it's a problem. We've done all right.
We're ready for next level.
The issue is like we are our own host, writer, producer, editor, manager, marketer. Like each show, it's up to the host to do everything. And me more than maybe the other host, I empower you. I empower Mad Mike to like, hey man, here's the keys to the Facebook.
Yeah,
throw shit on there.
I occasionally throw shit on there, and I well, you know,
I can't. First of all, I can't complain. I can't complain if I'm not putting shit up there. So I can't complain that you're not putting shit up there. But my point is like that's man. If we had the right people, if we had the right support staff, like bro, we could. You know, a guy like Nemo. Nemo's been an awesome addition to the team.
Yeah.
To understand in the difference of our social media footprint as WTF Nation Radio, like we went from it's like a 250,000 reach when he first really started getting involved to now we're upwards of like 5 million reach. Like it's crazy the level of growth we've had across social media. And again, that's like I brought Nemo on to help out with Pop Culture Warrior. he did such a great job. Ice was like, "Hey, do you think he'd want to help out with?" And now he's off and running with WTF Nation Radio, and I'm left holding the bag again for Pop Culture War. But that's okay. I like to see people step up and grow and empower them to do their things. But it still leaves me. What?
Maybe I could take some community college courses on promotion and social media.
Marketing, publicity.
Marketing,
You know, actually, funny enough, my wife, when I met her, was in college
Yeah.
for publicity and marketing. That's what she was in college for. Funny enough,
Is that what she got her degree in?
she didn't. She ended up not. She was in a different country at the time, and I stole her from the country. I put her in a bag and I kidnapped her.
Oh,
And then,
human trafficking.
Yes, I trafficked her. I trafficked her. I reverse trafficked her. I brought her to the States. I reverse trafficked her.
Hello, FBI. Yes, I'd like to report a crime.
Yes, David, are you responsible for finding Nemo? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not. I'm not responsible. I see what you did there. I'm not responsible for finding Nemo. More along bringing him into the fold.
He roped in.
I
Nemo.
roped him in. Yes.
That's the third movie that's coming from Pixar.
Yes. Yeah. CQ is a
and
coyote.
you'll
I'm not a coyote. I'm a reverse. If anything, I'm a reverse coyote. I'm a reverse coyote. Well, no, I guess that's I guess sneaking him into the country is a coyote. Yeah, I guess that's.
Yeah.
that is a
No.
that's a
You're
valid
straight up
point.
a coyote. Yeah,
I was
that-
thinking reverse
that-
trafficking, but yeah, no, coyote. Yeah,
No.
that'd be right on the money with that one. Well done. You get a point. Point for Scott. What else? Yeah. I had a point. I was getting to a point. I swear to God, I was getting to a point. I've lost
Point-
it.
The
I've
point is
absolutely
time
lost
for
it.
another giveaway.
Maybe we're getting close there. I'll tell you one thing. One story I did want to touch on today. If you guys are a technophile as I am, today was the big Apple reveal. Today was the big Apple announcement. I mean, shock and awe. They announced
Wait,
the
is
Apple
it-
15.
Is it time for another Apple update? Do I need to update my phone?
Yeah, pretty much. iOS 17 is coming out. But basically, as you can imagine, they've completely redesigned Apple to look exactly like last year's, is pretty much what it turns out. Apple has revealed the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. Pre-orders set to launch September 15th. That's 3 days from right now. A full release is coming September 22nd. So you've got 3 days till the pre-orders go live, and then a full week after that, the phones will be available.
Oh my gosh.
Well, both will be available in 5 new colors. That's like the big deal. Is like at launch, there's going to be
cares
5
about
different colors.
colors?
I know. I'm just reading the news. Don't fucking. I know. But now you can day one have your iPhone in pink, yellow, green, blue, or black. Why not white? I don't know. Picture takers will be happy to know that the iPhone 15 will feature a 48 megapixel main camera. Users will be able to take super high resolution photos with the camera, and the new 2x telephoto option will feature 3 levels of optical zoom. Portraits have also seen an upgrade with greater detail and colors. The iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will be available in 6.1 inch and 6.7 inch display sizes. It's a major improvement from previous generation. The iPhone 15 will be able to reach a peak outdoor brightness level of 2,000 nits. I don't know what the fuck a nit is, but there's 2,000 of them. Users can also expect improved safety features. Last but not least,
Improved safety features.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
What improved safety features? I want to know these safety features. Will it turn into a flotation device?
Yes, it will release an airbag in the event of an accident. It will bust into an airbag and be used as a flotation device. Last but not least, the iPhone 15 will be capable of playing AAA games with some major titles already announced. Yes, Yes, that's a big thing, is like their processing power. You'll be able to play Spider-Man 2 on your iPhone 15. Exactly. In addition to the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, the same day we'll see the release of the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. Both will come in 4 different finishes: black titanium, white titanium, blue
There's your
titanium,
white.
and natural titanium. Ew.
What's natural titanium?
You know, it's I think that's called silver. I think natural titanium is just silver. Apple said the iPhone SE will start at $429. The iPhone 13 will start at $599. The iPhone 14 will start at $699. And the iPhone 15 will start at $799, with the Pro being $999. So, I mean, it's actually cheaper than, didn't like the Pro last year cost like $3,000 or something like that? It was crazy.
No, because I've got last year's model sitting right
I
here.
don't-
I
I
didn't
don't know.
spend $3,000.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
All
I don't
all I know is mine doesn't turn into a flotation device or turn into a parachute.
There you go. There you go. You just strap it
Improved
onto your
safety-
back. It'll be a
Improved
parachute.
safety features. Yeah, what?
I don't know what exactly it's going to be. There were some other announcements. Obviously, the new phones, the biggest change in Apple history is that they will no longer be using the Lightning cable. They are now going to be using USB-C chargers.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. Like the
Yes.
big push for that.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
here's the funny thing. They're totally all in on it. Like, we've decided to go with the industry leading standard, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, the EU came to you and said, if you don't
They
make
said
it
yes.
USB-C, you cannot
Yes.
sell in Europe. So that's why
so-
it's happening.
You know what? So recently I rented a car, right?
Mhm.
And it had to be a 22 or 23 model. It was a GMC Acadia, one of those SUVs. So have you had the joy of using a iPhone with Apple
The
CarPlay,
Yeah.
but wirelessly?
Not wirelessly, no.
So I did it wirelessly in this rental car, and it was crazy because here's the thing. So in my Silverado back at home, it's a 2018, so I gotta plug it in, right?
Mhm.
And when I plug it in, 99.8% of the time it works.
Yep.
There's that 0.2% time it tells me to go fuck off. It doesn't want to play today.
Sure.
Well, that Bluetooth version of it, it told me about 50% of the time it wasn't its time a month. And I had to go wire it in anyways. I'm like, this is stupid. This stuff is stupid.
Yeah.
Apple, come on. You got to do better. Do better.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The technology gets smarter and dumber at the same time. And Greg makes a great point. He goes, Apple's going to be making money off the Lightning to USB-C adapter, which they've already marketed at $19.99. So that way you can, not have to throw away all of your other cables that you've collected over the last 15 years of Apple products.
You mean the fact that I have this stupid thing to plug into my no. You know how many USB-C cables I got floating around the stupid house?
Well, that's the thing too. It's like, I think that's a pretty ballsy maneuver from Apple to be like, you're gonna need our patented USB-C adapter. When it's like, A, I'm sure any USB-C adapter, which is like $5, would work. And B, at this point, if you don't already have 16 USB-C chargers floating around your house, like, you're just not using technology at all.
But here's the other kicker. If you're not using USB-C to USB-C, you're like, you might as
You're
well
cutting
be
your shit in
using-
half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The charging speeds and all that garbage. Come on.
So some of the I don't want to say the cool things, but some of the things that they did talk about was now you'll be able to take your phone, plug in
Yeah.
that USB-C cable, plug that USB-C cable into like your AirPods, and you'll be able to charge your AirPods from your phone. So your phone will then act almost as like a charging brick. You know, if you're willing to sacrifice phone power for headphone power, I guess.
Oh, that's stupid.
Some other things, they announced the iPhone 9, the iPhone Ultra 2, and then the iPhone 9, Series 9, which the Series 9 adds this feature of like so you're like, you have to bring up your phone and like, oh, someone's calling me and touch. Well, now you can just go dit dit. You just this little double pinch tappy thing will now like interact with the watch. So if there's a call coming in, you just double tap and it'll answer, and double tap and it'll hang up. Or you're playing music, double tap and it'll they're messing around with the whole
Wait.
gesturing thing.
Oh wait, now that's stupid.
I mean, I don't know how many years you can redesign and redevelop. Like, I feel bad because part of it's like Apple gets this thing of like, oh, it's the same thing again, slightly better screens, slightly better batteries, and it's like, what else they have created the ultimate device to ever exist in the history of man. Like, what else do you want? Like, I don't, what else can your phone do at this point? Besides, like, grow legs and then start running errands for you. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a futurist. I love technology, but I've run out of things to be like, you know what would be cool if it could, like, I've run out of things. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to think of.
Over the pants, HJs.
You just lay the phone on your crotch and just like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know. What else can you ask for? I mean, we got the wireless charging. You got the you could fucking tap phones together to transfer information. Like, I don't know what else. How else do you break the mold?
A projector.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Little focused lens, like it'd be like a reverse camera, right? So instead of taking light in, it's pushing light out. I mean, I guess.
Projector.
I mean, I don't know.
I want it in 1080p.
Why not 4K, man? Fuck it, go 4K. That's the industry standard now.
Well, I mean, it's going to take them at least 4 generations to get to 4K. Yeah, if you're going to be able to play these AAA games on my iPhone, be able to let me at least put it up on my wall so I can sit there and be like,
yep. So here's the thing. I'll be honest. I'm a guy that's a futurist. I'm a technologist. I love technology. I literally have things. I have technology sitting here that I haven't opened yet. This is a Samsung. This is a Samsung projector. Speaking of projectors.
Oh, speaking of projector, yeah.
Samsung, still not open. Still in the box. Still unopened. Perfectly sealed because I just haven't gotten around to it. So like I love technology. I love toys.
Is that your New Year's giveaway? If TQ doesn't like it, it'll be a giveaway. Yeah. It'll be that Christmas giveaway, right?
Christmas giveaway. There you go. But yeah, like
don't worry.
Here's my point. Even with it, I still rock the iPhone 11. I have the iPhone 11. No joke. Because I'm like, the 12, 13, 14, it didn't add anything that was necessary.
Hold on. I got to go check to see what I've got.
I don't even know. So I have the 11. Now, that being said,
I have the 14.
My wife is like, we need new iPhones. And it's true. Because like, I've 4 years, almost 5 years, they're starting to show their wear and tear and show that they're slow and need, extra love, and you got to charge them a little more and die a little faster. Scott, my man out there rocking the iPhone 8. God bless, man. He's rocking the iPhone 8. Yeah.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
No, I believe him. Yep. Hey, that is a man's man
He
right
must
there.
keep it connect. He must be connecting to a backup battery constantly.
remember, remember before the lightning connector when it was like the thick, like 64 pin connector? I think
Yeah.
the 8 was still rocking that. He's got it clamps on. There's a switch and a rotary thing. Yeah. Speaking of which, one interesting design as I was watching this press conference, they've taken away the little flipper thing, the little switch, the switch that turns on and off silent mode. They've taken it
yeah?
away. Yeah, it's not going to be there. It's being replaced with an action button. Now, at default, the action button will act as the thing. You click it, silent. Click it, not silent. But the idea is by taking away this physical button and adding a digital button, or not a digital button, but a command button, an action button, it allows you to program what you want that button to do. So if like you want to hit that button and it opens up calculator, like you'll be able to set it to do that. Or if you, and then you can like single click does one thing, double click does another thing, hold down does another thing. So you've basically given yourself 3 more programmable buttons.
On August 29th, 1997, at 2:47 a.m., Skynet became aware.
One day, if we're lucky, if we're lucky. Man. But yeah, Scott says his 8 is still pretty good. Didn't Apple get in trouble a while back for throttling older? Yeah, Greg, you're right. So here's the funny thing, and to their point, I get it. So Apple got in trouble because they were throttling older phones in preparation of new phone releases. Now,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's I'm 50-50 on it because part of it is they were trying to move resources to the new phones. Makes sense. It's like saying, "Oh, we still have Halo 2 servers running." Like that would no, you have to move resources to the new stuff. They got in trouble really because they kind of took it a step further, and it wasn't just like moving support and resources forward. They were literally going into the phones and basically throttling them down,
Yeah.
which is where they got into a little bit of trouble for. But you know they pay their fine, which is funny because they settle their whatever it is lawsuit, the what they call it, the class action lawsuit. And they might pay out $500 million so that everybody gets $6 in a check. But bottom line, then slap on the wrist. They're fine. They're doing okay.
I mean,
know.
come on, Android wasn't doing the same thing.
I think any technology. I mean that's just the way it is. You throttle back
But-
to
Well, here's the other big thing. Apple.
yeah.
Apple's on the cusp of becoming the next big thing. I mean, yes, they're a
I
big
was gonna
thing.
say
but,
the
like,
next big thing. What's bigger
I'm
than
talk-
Apple?
technology, media. I mean, I kind of got music, freaking, but I don't know. I think Apple's in the cusp of.
Like
I'm
being
waiting-
the next
I'm waiting for-
dominant.
I'm waiting for Apple World in Apple Land.
Oh, okay. So Scott just on the side sent me evidence, a screenshot from his iPhone that shows iPhone 8. So I have physical evidence. I have photographic.
Does the phone's name, is it Scott's iPhone 8?
It's Scott's iPhone. This iPhone 8. I show you the picture.
Fine.
It's real.
Fine, I believe you.
It's real. It is real. It's a real thing.
Go to AT&T or Sprint or whoever else you have and go get a new damn phone.
Yeah. But yeah. So and I saw your your message, Keith. I saw the meth, Keith. No, I saw your message. I'll get to you. I'll reach out, man, for sure. The neural implant, man. Elon's pushing that neural implant. Yeah, nah. I don't know. It's gonna take me a while to be comfortable with something like that.
You know why I'm not? Because with my luck, it'll be the VA that puts it in, and they won't stick it in my head. They'll stick it in my asshole. Yes,
Oh, there's
you're
so many
laughing because you know it's true.
so many jokes coming to my mind at so fast. I just had a brain crash. Oh
Ah,
man.
good thing you didn't have that implant. You would have lost.
Oh man, yeah. Whew, I'm seeing stars. Oh boy. Uh but anyway, yeah, think of where like Greg said, think of tech 20 years ago versus today. But not just think about tech 20 years ago versus today. What you have to really look at is the exponential growth year to year, because the growth in tech over the last 20 years will match the growth in the next 2 years. So it's not just 20 years ago to 20 years from now, because the equalness of that is about 20 years ago to 2 years from now. So 20 years from now, it's basically like the difference of today from like the Stone Age. That will be the difference in technology. Technology is growing at such an exponential value. We cannot fathom, we cannot calculate how vastly different technology will be in 10 years, let alone 20.
10 years? 10
10
years,
years.
we'll have flying cars.
Nah, they've been saying that for 30 years. I will say this last thing, because I love AI and like what they've been doing with like ChatGPT and Midjourney and all these different, like I'm so fascinated by it. But the thing, and this is we'll end the show on this. As much as I love technology, as much as I love this stuff in the future and all the possibilities, what is kind of scary is when you look at ChatGPT and all these language, what they call them, learning language models, LLMs.
Yeah.
The truly fascinating thing about them is no one knows how they work. And I don't mean like general population, no one. I mean the people that made it
Yeah.
don't know how it works. Like they built this thing, they gave it parameters, and then it just started working. And you would think like, oh yeah, you would design something and then you expect it to work. But no, that's not usually how it works, right? You have a theory, you put it into practice, it doesn't work, and then you have
Yep.
to tinker it. Like these guys were just like, what if we gave a program all of the internet and let it respond, and then it worked. And everybody's like, okay. And like all these ideas of like, well, let's make a better version. It's just, they're just giving it more information. They're not changing anything. They're just giving it more information.
It reminds me of a Matthew Broderick movie I saw recently on AMC.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to play a game?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Space Odyssey or
Good
Terminator
morning, Dave.
or
Terminator, yeah.
any of the if
I
robots go
keep
bad.
referencing I keep referencing all these movies. It's
Yeah.
you know what's funny? So last month to get help my wife keep the house clean, what did I give her? I gave her
Roomba.
a Roomba, a robot vacuum cleaner. You know what that thing did to me last night? I'm sitting in the kitchen trying to make a salad for dinner. That thing decides to vacuum right underneath my feet while I'm trying to make my salad. And then when I sat down at the dinner table, it decided to I had to vacuum right underneath my feet right at the time. So what do? I text my wife going, "Hey, your Terminator's trying to kill me." Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
remember people, on August 29th, 1997 at 2:47 a.m., Skynet gained sentience. It's happening. It's happening for real.
It's way late, but it's happening. They're way behind schedule. Computers, they're just lazy like us. David says, CQ, they took it from Aliens, the fucking AI.
Mother.
Here's a fascinating thing. And now this is speculative by the largest margin, but the creator of ChatGPT, people always take, like, obviously these people, they get
Yeah.
pictures of them in the public and stuff like that. He always has this very specific backpack with him everywhere he goes all the time. So people gossip and whatever. And the prevailing theory is he actually has the kill switch for ChatGPT on him at all times, just on the off chance it fucking goes rogue, that he has the kill switch on him at all times.
Come with
Which
me if you want to live.
which should terrify you. If the creator of someone's like, I better hold on to this. I
That's
better,
you know that's scarier than seeing somebody walking around with a nuclear football.
yeah, for sure. Because there's like a deterrent against that. Like this is just like, just in case. You never know, just in case. Whoopsie.
Yeah,
Found
and
its
then
way
next
out.
thing you know, then the next thing you know, you see a naked Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around in L.A. asking about Sarah Connor.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, we're so fucked.
The funny thing, man. Oh man. Shit, I just clicked on the wrong video. Hang on. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Stop it. Fucking weird. My computer was bugging out there for a second. Yeah, so
AI.
it's fascinating to me. It really is fascinating to me. What, like, how, like, really, if we really freak yourself out, is do a quick search of what AI looked like 6 months ago. Just 6 months ago.
Oh.
Like something like Midjourney, ChatGPT, just 6 months ago. Like, it functioned, but it was very, very rudimentary. And now it is, I mean, fuck, Hollywood is on strike. The writers and the actors, they're asking for, like, I think it was like $174 million deal a year, which seems like a lot, but it's nothing. It's pittance when spread out of course, all the companies, right? It's 10 million, 15 million per company, which is nothing. Those same companies have just invested upwards of $250,000 each into, like, AI research and how can we use AI. They're hiring programmers because now they don't want to pay actors, they don't want to pay writers, so they're hiring programmers because they want to utilize AI in all of their technology and in the entertainment industry. So, like, this is gonna get out of control real fast. I don't know. I've always been like I can see where technology is going. I can see where this stuff is going. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, there's
scary.
there's so many ways that it can go bad, and we wouldn't really know until it was too late. I don't want to be an alarmist or
at that.
anything.
Look at that title card for Secret Invasion. How bad that was.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you everything you need to know. Kill it now, EMP it, nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be certain.
Send us all back to the Stone Age. Just reset on everything. Let's just all go back to the Stone Age. And
hey, if it worked for Ripley, it could work for us.
I mean, caveman's got along long enough.
Michael Biehn was in both movies. He was in Aliens and Terminator. It should tell you something. Nuke him now.
It's in the cards, man. It's in the cards. Oh man. All right, guys. Well, I think we've officially run out of things to talk about tonight. This was fun. Yes, I didn't really have a lot to talk about. Not that there wasn't news. There are plenty of news. I was busy playing Starfield.
It's good to get things off of your chest, talk about it, get it out in the open.
Yeah. That, and I was just busy playing Starfield. I'm not gonna lie. I am a gamer. That's what I do.
And CQ is trying to kick everybody offline now so he can at least get another hour and a half in before his wife starts asking questions.
I'm booting up. I'm starting up my ship right now. And then football's back too. Like, dude, my weeks have gotten crazy. I don't know what I've done. Cause like between football, between the show, I'm teaching stand-up comedy.
You got a full plate. Just say
Yeah,
it. You got a full
I joined a
plate.
softball league for some stupid reason. I joined a softball league. Yeah, I got too much. What I have coming up this week, if you guys follow me on social media, you'll see it. Coming up on Thursday, I will be presenting an award at the Courage Awards in Washington
thank you.
D.C.
Thank you.
No,
I'll be there.
No.
I'll wear my good pop culture warrior shirt.
no, I'll wear the pop culture word and the shirt without rips. No, so I'll be styling. I'll be in the suit. I'll be all tucked
Ooh.
up with the tie
Hey,
and the
get
thing.
some pictures. Get some pictures.
Of course, we'll be posting on the social medias. Yeah, so I'll be presenting award at they're doing. It's weird because usually when they do this award show, it's usually in New York City, and it's usually at this very like old fancy building. This year they decided to move it to Washington D.C., and it's gonna be apparently Union Station has, which is big mega hub of
Yeah.
train station in D.C., but they also have like a big gala ball area. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have no idea. It's an area, and they'll be doing the thing. So we'll see. It's to be fancy, all the people in tuxes and red carpets and whatnots. So I'll be doing that.
You in a tux.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
You get
you
first of all, look at my profile pic. It's me in a tux. So calm down.
Are you gonna be mistaken for Tony Stark?
Yeah. More like Fat Thor, but no, like that's if Tony Stark and Fat Thor had a baby, then maybe that's what I'd kind of look like. Outside of that, yeah, we're gearing up. We're getting ready for New York Comic Con next month, which is going to be awesome, and I'll be playing a lot of Starfield between now and then. So yeah, that's what I got going on. You got anything going on? Anything you want to brag about or show off? No.
Show off? I mean, you want me to show off something? I mean, I got my Batmobile in finally. Todd finally came. The Todd father finally came. Look, everybody! I got a Batmobile. I got an '89 Batmobile. Oh, look at that! Yeah. The only thing it does cool is look. Oh, don't fail me now. See the canopy. Oh, fuck it. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I have nothing going on. Fail. I have nothing going on. I'm a loser.
Listen, if nothing else, you better be posting up pop culture pictures from Germany, from the Europe. Find yourself a comic book company or a store out there.
Ooh.
You better do something.
I'll go find something in Amberg, Germany, and yes, I'll take some pictures. I'll bring back something German pop culture.
Yeah, I want some German comics. I want find yourself like a German arcade. Like some we gotta do something. You gotta German GameStop, for Christ's sake. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go hunting. I'll go pop culture hunting.
There you go.
In Germany.
There you go.
It'll be interesting.
Toy hunting. I like it. And maybe I'll give you a stipend to acquire some knickknacks, some pop culture knickknacks from across the ocean, and we'll use them as giveaway stuff in the future.
You want me to bring back a cuckoo clock?
What's the Stein, right? The old the bugs with the
the beer Stein.
Beer Stein, yeah. You gotta find a company that makes them, and then and we get like a pop culture warrior beer Stein made out there or something like that. That'd be cool.
That might be expensive, but we can make it happen.
I mean, if they do it on the reg, I mean, maybe not. Not as expensive as you think. I don't know, man. All right, I'm rambling.
I'm rambling.
I got planets. I got planets to go explore, and space pirates to fuck.
Ooh, it's Tuesday night.
Yeah,
I got stuff to go watch.
Yes, there are things. There are things that could or could not be watched on some unnamed platforms that we don't
We
talk
won't
about,
talk about it.
in support
We don't
of
talk
the
about it.
strike. Yeah, we don't talk about it. All right, guys. Thank you
All
all
right.
for tuning in.
Good night.
We'll be back with more next
Kisses.
week.
Mwah.
Kisses and hugs. XOXO. And as my first sergeant used to say, what? Wait, give us the quote.
Our first
Our
sergeant.
first
Our
sergeant.
first
Our
sergeant
first.
used
Well,
to
he was my
say-
first sergeant first, but go ahead.
Whatever. He used to turn around and say, "Hey, listen, you weirdos, don't eat Cheetos and beat off or turn your dick orange."
There you go, guys. All right, everybody.
Yes.
We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Shots.
Doc! Oh, no! We're too late! We missed it! Oh, jeez, this is heavy. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc, I got a time machine. I'm just gonna punch in the coordinates. Pop Culture Warrior, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WTF Nation Radio. Now crank this bad boy up to 88 miles per hour.
Let's see it.